Hey, 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 beautiful divine being. It's Tiffany here, your friendly inner transformation specialist. I need to turn my phone off. There we go. Hey, Julia, good to see you here. So, we are still going on this run up to the solar eclipse on Sunday in the summer solstice. And so we've been doing lots on purpose and getting clear on your purpose, because that's one of the things I help you with. I help intuitives that have lost themselves through tuning into everything but them. So, yeah, the neighbour's cat, you name it, the postman, doesn't even have to be walking or moving. You're likely to be tuned into it if you're an intuitive. And then it's like, whoa, why do I feel so swimmy? Why do I feel so like, oh, I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know what my needs or wants are. I don't know sometimes when to eat or go to the loo or sleep even. And you've probably been feeling that quite a bit on this run up to the solar eclipse solstice. Sleeping might be a little bit challenging. I know a lot of us have been waking up at 4 a.m, myself included. Hey ho, it's a big marker for getting to the other side of 2020. Those of you that caught my class on COVID and the numerology and tarot bigger picture of it will know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't go into that today. There's not enough time. However, I should let you know that the Light Center are hosting that class again on Friday at 11. So you can go to the Light Center website and see that there and get on it there. But today, hello, Michelle. Hello, Julia. Hello, Rowena. Well, you look. Oh, and there's a couple of Facebook users as well. One says hi. One says hi, Tiff. The thing is, if you haven't registered, so that's Michelle's registered. So then I can see that it's Michelle. But if you haven't registered, I get hi, Tiff. Hi. I'm sorry, I can't see who you are. So I said that, bless. There's another Facebook user here saying, Julie Little, you will love this divine woman. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you very much. So, Michelle is saying, yep, ping, 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 awake at 3:30 a.m. most days now. That sunlight going through even the thickest velveteen curtains just ain't doing it, is it, at the moment? Okay, hi Linda, good to see you. I did say the first three that had a registered profile so I could see their name and picture could play with me today on, let's hold it up the right way, my award-winning game. Look, gold award winner, most visionary product of 2019. I really didn't expect that because it was an American award, and I just thought, you know how saturated the mind, body, spirit is in America. I really didn't think I had a chance. So I'm very, very proud of that gold little sticker down there. So that means, hey Zoe, good to see you. Well, not see you, but to see that it, yeah, got it. If you know what I mean. In that I don't see you here in this little corner. Okay, but it's good to see you here. Okay, so I did say the first three that had a registered profile could play with me so I could see. And those first three I will say in a minute, but for those of you that can't play this with me now, I'm going to do a little demo for 30 minutes. Those of you that can't play with this, can still get out of it from the collective conscious. So what I want everyone to do here now, whether you're playing or not, hey Tracy, what I want everyone to do is just tune in to what you're really wanting, what your soul is really calling forth from you right now, who you feel you are becoming, what is your purpose, what is it you really, really, really want. And then I want you to put in the chat box I want you to put in there, how do I, and then insert what you want. Now, the game is all about manifesting. So even though it's called the Transformational Truth of Tarot, and people think tarot, oh, prediction reading, it's if you've been following the lives, then you'll see that I'm very passionate about the Fool's Journey in the Tarot, which is Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. Again, I did some lives on that, so check out the last few videos. No time to really go into it today. But yeah, this is my game on that, which kind of helps you see what I mean. So you'll be going on this journey. It's a very big board of 22 archetypes. It's an archetypal journey of life. You start with the Fool, and tarot is in numerical order. The major arcana of the Fool's journey is in numerical order, which is the same order as the hero's journey. So we're doing that today. It's too much to explain, but let's just say the Fool is when you get born. Okay, and that's when you start the journey. And to get born and start the journey, you have to have a reason. Yeah, what is it? Something like 400,000 trillion to 1 odds. I can't remember exactly, but it's a crazy number like that. Check out Gary Vaynerchuk, I think his second name is. He's the one that's done the calculations. And yeah, so you've got like a crazy reason for living. You've got the fact that you're here shows that you've got an amazing reason for living, because you were one out of that 400 million trillion billion squillion and zillion. There you go. And so this game doesn't suffer fools gladly. Let me bring this down so you can see my lovely cat litter. Sorry, I've got a little kitty. It doesn't look so lovely, does it? I didn't expect that. Let me just get the screen. There we go. Now it looks more like a haven, because we've got a little kitty, you see, so everything's in the same room. She's not allowed out at the moment. She's my little Fool. So what was I saying? The Fool is you. It's your soul, and you need a very strong purpose to manifest in this life, okay? And you've got it, but it's like Enigma says, there's no teacher that can teach anything new. It can only remind us of things we once knew. That's my role now. For every single person that puts down a purpose, whether you're playing or not, nobody's going to be playing. If I can't get into this box, I'm going to help you clarify your purpose. I'm going to do that now whilst I'm trying to get these cards open, and then we'll start the game. Okay. So the ones that have got in for the game, let me just tell you that. That's Julia, Michelle, and who was the third one? Julia, Michelle. The next person I'm seeing as registered here is Elise. So Julia, Michelle, and Elise, just let me know if you want to play. You might have to answer quite some personal stuff in the comments. So if you're up for that, say yes. If you're not, say no, and I'll offer it to the next person that I see that got in first. Let me just go through and see the purpose for everyone. I'm going to help you clarify your purpose. And then if you stay on anyway, what will happen is that you'll find it's a bit like a reading, a collective reading. Whatever happens is, you'll be surprised. It's almost like everyone's channeling. There's a reason all of you have come together to see this, whether it's live or on replay. Okay. So let me just have a look at the purposes that are coming through. Okay, so Elise says, how do I manage fear better? So quick tip for everybody on your purpose. Managing fear better is not your purpose. To invest any energy in fear is not your purpose. Your purpose is here to create. Fear is the enemy of creation, although someone poor old fear gets a bad rap. Yeah, I love how Elizabeth Gilbert says it in Big Magic. Fear's going to come along for the ride. And it's like, you can just say, okay, I'm going to do this. And fear, you're going to be there. And that's fine. Because poor old fear is only really there to protect us, right? He wants to protect us. I'm still trying to get a bit like this. It's like they're so fearful of something getting damaged. They go over top. And I don't like it. I don't like all this unnecessary plastic. All it does is damage the world. And it's the same with your fear. If it's inappropriate, and most of the time it is, because we don't live in a world these days where we're being eaten by lions, but we still operate as if we were. I know that actually these days it's a little bit more red alert, but still, we're not going to end up in a lion's jaw when we go out the front door, and we'll be all right if we're 2 meters apart. Okay, so reword, Alice, your passion, your heart. What is it you want to create? Yeah. Okay. How do I make the best decision in my partnerships? That's a good one. Yeah, that is something that we could roll with. And that all depends on, I think you're the next up if someone doesn't want to play, Janet. Okay. Linda says, how do I get to work on emotional intelligence with young people? Great question. See, there's what we're doing there is you've got clear what your intention is and what you want. So that's right there. Okay. At least I couldn't repeat the billions and billions, but check out Gary Vaynerchuk and putting to Google the odds of you being born. Just put that in and I'm sure he'll come up and you'll see it. Okay. How do I identify the first steps? The first steps of what? Your purpose. I'm not sure what you are saying there. Julia says, thank you. Yes, she wants to play. Awesome. How do I move my spiritual business and life forward? Great. Okay. What you might find is it will ask you to drill down a bit more, like what is your spiritual business? What is it that makes you passionate about it? But we'll throw on that and see if it works first. Okay. Woo, hot sweat time. Okay, Michelle wants to play. Awesome, great. Facebook user says, sorry, your name's not come up. How do I find true happiness and find my way, be content and fulfilled? I'm so lost. Yeah, you're not as lost as you think you are, but you're disconnected from yourself. And so it's about knowing what you really want and your desire. So before I make the assumption that you don't know what you want, I want you to come from a place of, if you knew what you want, what would it be? Because when I speak to people in one-to-one sessions, they think that they don't know what they want, and it's never true. And we always find out that it's always been there. So trust that. Okay, so Elise, I think, is saying, gosh, yes to play. Michelle, I think, is saying yes to play. Michelle, you put your comment in on Facebook, but I don't know what it was. I don't remember what the exact words were for your intention. So I think I'm going to go to Julia first. Julia. Where is Julia? How do I move my spiritual and business life forward? Michelle and Elise, I'm waiting for your intentions. So this is what happens. I'm going to bring this down so you can see. Okay, all right. So you just got my cleavage in the board now, but you know, when I've made my first million, things will be a bit different. It'll be back to like the time when I was on Psychic Today and everything looked really plush. when you were looking at the TV, but actually it was a right nightmare all the way around it. Now my kitten's moving her bed. So only you could see what goes on behind the scenes of TV studios. So let's get going. Okay. All of you here present now, whether you're clear on your purpose or not, just if you're really not clear on the purpose, you can just use the word purpose. Okay. I'm going to throw for Julia, but Julia is also being a channel for all of you here on yours as well. So let's all just give her lots of love and energy and just be in that collective space. And what we want, Julia, is to keep your intention, which is, how do I move my spiritual and business life forward? It may not birth you because it's really two intentions there, and they probably need clearing and getting a bit more laser clear on, but we'll try it, okay? And to get born, you have to throw a double or a triple, okay? So let's roll and see. Yes, well done. We got a double. We got a double 5. So Julia, I'm going to give you red, okay? And we go to number 10. Sounds like I'm taking you to see the Prime Minister, but I'm not. I'm just, number 10 is the wheel. And seeing if I can get, I haven't done one of these for a while, can you tell? Let me pull this out here. Okay, hello Minerva. Hello baby. Okay, so 10 is here, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And that is great because it means that you're clearing a whole load of karma, and it means you can go wherever you want on the board. So if you land on the Wheel of Fortune, it's like saying, everyone here on this live, we're all clearing a shitload of karma to actually go forward out there in our spiritual life and business. Boom. Shake, shake, shake the room. Thank you so much, Julia. That's amazing. Whew, breathe in and take it in. And we're going to throw again and see where Julia is going now. Oh my God, Julia, it's another double. It's a double 3, which is 6. And this means that you can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forward to the Tower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the Emperor. And that's what a double does. It means you can go 2 ways, okay? So, sorry, it doesn't mean you can go backwards 6 at all. It means you can go to number 6, which is the Lovers. So you can either go to the number or you can go forward 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm a bit rusty. Now, I would say to go to the Tower, and I'm going to make that decision for you because this is a small demo and we've only really got 10 minutes left. I might go over just to make sure that Julia, Michelle and Elise get some value by the time we've wrapped up. But to fast forward and speed it up and make it easier, I'm going to make the decision for you to go to the Tower. And what the Tower does is it rebounds you and it puts you on the pentagram pathway where you can start to get messages. Generally speaking, this is a coach in a box, and what it does is it helps you get clear on your own messages. You birth them, you get the steps. So by the time you've done the journey and finished the journey, you have a step-by-step plan of the thing that you want to manifest. Okay, now that can take a few hours, but I have also played this in conferences where people have just had like 5, 10, 15-minute plays, and that plays out really well. So what I'm actually going to do is speed Julia's go up a bit, okay, just so we get there. And from the Tower, she can go straight to the High Priestess because she's on the pentagram pathway, which acts like a slide. And there she can get a card. Now, normally it would be a tarot feely meditation,
And some of you may have seen me do that. If not, just tune in, I think, to Friday's, no, next week's live. Next week's live, I'll be doing the Tarot Feeling meditation. But the card that Julia's got, just to speed it up, is the Seven of Pentacles. That's a really good one for, you know, manifesting your spiritual life and spiritual business. It's about tending carefully and consciously to growing things with love and grace, the organic side, the natural side, the gentle side, the self-love side, the self-care side, the looking after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves side is all there. So it really feels as if the world is wanting us all to not forget the message of COVID, really, as we're going back out there into the world, about simplicity in life and how less is more, and how to treat everything with love so we don't get massive karmic whacks. So Julia, you got the Seven of Pentacles. Now, that's your message for today, because we can only do a little demo, and I'm going to try and get one for Elise and for Michelle as well. Now, on a real whole play, what you're doing is you're playing until you've got a sword, a cup, a wand, and a pentacle, and then you make it to the world, and then you've got your action plan. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a load of my cleavage. Again, excuse me, whilst I look for the comments. I'm looking for the... Thank you, Michelle. I've got yours. And okay, Elise, yours came in just before Michelle. So I'm going to go to Elise and then Michelle. Elise, how do I connect with the universe for change? Again, it's probably going to say to you, change what? What is it that you want to change? So it might prove me wrong completely, and you might get a double or a triple. Let's go for it, Elise. Okay, so we're all connecting with Elise because she is being the spokesperson for us on change. How do we connect with the universe for change? Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. You did it. You did it. You got the same as Julia, which is the wheel, number 10. There you go. What's the chances of that? 3 dice. 6, 12, 18. Oh, no good at maths. But yeah, maybe you are, and you're like a little bit blown in the mind right now. So Wheel of Fortune, bang, there you go. We've already done this already. It's about you cleared a whole load of karma just by asking that clarifying question. So let's roll again and see where you can go. You haven't rolled a double or a triple, which means you've only got one choice of where to go. Actually, on the Wheel of Fortune, you would normally go anywhere. You can go anywhere because you've burnt up all the karma, and the Wheel of Fortune is expansive and lucky, and it gives you loads of opportunities. But to speed it up, we're just going to do it this way. So what you've got here, because otherwise I'd be waiting for your comments, and I'd be up and down like a bride's nightie. It wouldn't be good. So we're going to have to do it this way. Yours add up to 9. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. You are on the Sun. The Sun is amazing. You do get a card on the Sun. There's only 3 places that you get a card, and that is on the High Priestess, Justice, and the Sun. The other ways you get cards is when you get stuck. So actually getting stuck gives you what you need, because you have to dig for the clarity to get there. So the Sun is a clarifying card, and it's saying the Knight of Swords for you, Elise. I know that you do meditation, and swords are very much around the power of the mind. Change, he is a force to be reckoned with. He has the courage of his convictions. Interestingly, because I know the first thing for you was fear and how to fear less. Courage is a case of fearing the fear, knowing it's going to come along for the ride, as I said earlier, and saying, hey, you can be in the seat, but you ain't driving. There you go. So that's a big clarifier for you on that one there. Thank you. Okay, Michelle, let's do your go. And then I think we're done for the demo for the day. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. I'll stay on and answer questions. You can get this board for free, get this Game Changer for free if you sign up to my course starting on the solar eclipse on Sunday. And so it's got to be Sunday because it's summer solstice. I know, weird day to start a course, but I don't determine the timing. The divine time determines the timing. So you can click the link in the post of the video to get on that. Or if you just want the Game Changer, the link to buy a Game Changer is there too. It takes a couple of weeks, so just be aware of that. Why was I shuffling a card? Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, thank you. Queen of Pentacles. That must be you, Michelle. Okay, let's have a look. How do I fully trust and use my own voice without holding back? Boom. Ready? Again, spokesperson for all of us here on the live. And so thank you, Michelle, for posing this question for how do we fully trust and use our own voice without holding back. Boom. Here we go. Another double. That must be the power of the collective. It's the first time I've kind of shouted out to everyone on the live and said, okay, let's just all tune in together, and thank the ladies coming forward with their intentions for being the voice, interestingly enough, for all of us and our collective conscious movement. Because to actually get 3 intentions that actually get born straight away is pretty much unheard of. So that's amazing. You have got, my dear, you've got double 2, which lands you on the Emperor. Okay, now the Emperor does ask a question. It asks you what action you need to take. So that is your message or your takeaway from this game, because I can't go backwards and forwards with a live demo. But I will just pull you a card and see what it says. Okay, you've got the King of Cups. Now, you don't need to know the tarot for this game. Let me show you why. Because it's all in here. And this is not your book of meanings. This is your book of questions. That's the difference between what a predictive tarot reader does and what a transformative tarot consultant does. I train consultants, so I'm more of a teacher. But let's see here. I obviously know what they are, but I am showing you so you can see what I mean. So I go to Cups. Cups is there. I go down to King of Cups, and it says, where can you be more understanding? So how do I fully trust and use my own voice without holding back? Might be, what is it you need to understand to be able to do that? What do you need to understand about yourself? What do you need to understand about others? And what action can you take that comes from that place of understanding? Okay, I would love to stay on and play this with you all, but unfortunately, time is of the essence, and this game goes on for a long time, but you can actually play it by yourself and quite quickly. That is another unique thing. You don't need other people to play this game, but if you do have other people, you get say Julia and Michelle landed on the same square, they'd activate a soul contract where one had to give another a card. Say Elise landed on there as well, they'd be activating group karma, and Elise would get a card, and it might take them all off on another pathway as well. So the game really is your soul's journey, and as you're going through it, you are asked the questions and prompted to clear the karma by the powerful 22 archetypes that are in the Fool's Journey of the Major Arcana of the Tarot. As I said, if you want the links, they are in the post. It becomes in this post, not like snail mail post, in the Facebook Live copy. And then, yeah, if you want to join me on Sunday, you have the link to join me on Sunday and get this free with the course. Or there's also the link to the Game Changer page if you want to order it. Okay. Did you hear that? Live TV. Let me see. How are your questions? And thank you so much, Michelle, Julia, and Elise, for being willing to play a little demo. Okay. And being here, and all of you for tuning in. So let me just see. Is there any questions? Okay. Knight of Swords is associated with my birthday. Wow, that spoke to me. There you go, Elise. Sometimes you just need one really clarifying message, but it's a very powerful game. It really is linked to the Most High. So I'm glad to see that you are getting the power of that through. So hopefully I've helped you all on how to clarify your purpose a bit more, why that's important with the odds and trillions and billions, and a bit more on the work that I do and how I do it. I wish you so much divine, beautiful, gorgeous love. And I will be going live with you tomorrow to show you how you can do your own solstice reflect and reset reading. You will need at least, get the words out, Tiffany. The best tools that you could have is 2 tarot decks for what we're doing. But if you don't have that, the least you can do it with is 1 oracle deck. Okay, so if you have 1 tarot deck, that's better than 1 oracle deck. And if you don't have 1 tarot deck, then 1 oracle deck. And if you don't have any of that, you might just want to show up and learn what's possible with the tarot, because a lot of people just scratch the surface. Okay, all right. Thank you all for being here. Someone's saying it was very synchronistic. Thank you very much. And lots of love to you all. And I hope that that is really helpful for those that took part. Michelle, Elise, and Julia, giving you lots of divine blessings for being up, for sharing with us. And for those of you on the live and the replay as well, with the collective messages. Take care. Bye for now.